WCCS at AM 1160 and FM 101.1. And there's something new happening at the Indiana Mall that maybe you were not aware of, and we're here to rectify that. Joining me in the studio this morning, Pastor David Henderson and Pastor Jackie Greene. And it's the New Life, help me get it straight, New Life Community Church, correct?
Correct.
Oh, there you go. And it's in the location of the former Dingbats restaurant in the Indiana Mall.
That is correct,
Yeah.
yes.
So how long have you been worshiping there?
We've been worshiping in the mall since Easter. The church launched on Easter Sunday. We've been in a couple different stores within the mall while we were awaiting the final preparations for our September 10th launch in the old Dingbats restaurant.
Yeah. So this is coming up. This weekend is the big
It is
the big
coming
occasion.
up. Yes, it is. We're really excited about it. It's this Sunday at 10 o'clock is our first worship service in the new location. It's been several months and weeks, especially in the making and in the planning, and there's a lot of excitement buzzing around about it. So it's
great.
this weekend. Yes.
That's wonderful. Pastor Jackie Greene, of course, with Celebrate Recovery, you have been able to reach out to people, and you've been in various locations.
We have. We're the CR on the move, I guess,
There you
aren't
go.
we?
I guess so. But you're now located there, based there, yes?
We are based there as well, and not just only basing our recovery ministry there. We actually have partnered, combined, and are a part of New Life Community Church. So this is what the church looks like and wants to be about, is reaching into the community and helping, with people's hurts, habits, and hang-ups. So it's a wonderful partnership that God has brought together, and He is doing that because of what He wants to do here in Indiana, PA.
Yeah. Now, Pastor Dave Henderson has, you've been in the community for many, many years.
Yes, I have.
Lifetime? Not lifetime.
Not lifetime, no. About 4 years I've been.
Yeah. Okay, that's not quite lifetime.
Correct, correct.
Nonetheless, you've become a much admired pastor within the Indiana community, and it's good to see you are going to be able to continue to minister there.
Indeed.
Tell me about the congregation itself and about what the aims are of the New Life Community Church.
So New Life Community Church is it's a new church plant of the Wesleyan Church, which I'm now part of. It's a new plant here in Indiana. Wesleyan Church has an emphasis on planting new churches and reaching into communities in new ways, of course, to spread the word of Jesus Christ. And so we have formed and planted with that aim to be a part of the community and to meet needs within the community, not least of which is spreading the gospel of Jesus Christ. But we really hope with the new location and with the new ministries and the partnering with Jackie and the Celebrate Recovery that we are going to be able to meet some very real needs here in the community. We have the kitchen that is available to us, of course, in the old Dingbats, and it is a large commercial kitchen, so we have plans in the making for soup kitchens and feeding ministries, and I'm really open to the discernment of where God may be leading us. So it's a great group of people who, I always say we have 3 hugs of New Life, that they're a gift to us when they're there, that it's okay not to be okay, but we hope that you want to move out of that not okay place, and that we love you enough there to tell you the truth, the capital T truth of Jesus Christ. And it's just a great group of people looking to move forward in the community.
Tell me about the adaptation of the physical plant, the actual location where you were. Did it take a lot of remodeling, or how did you affect that?
So we started in the old Navy store, and then we moved across the hall to the old FYE store, and we have been planning the last couple months in the Dingbats. And it didn't take a whole lot of renovations. It took some renovations in the audio-visual fields and in the technology fields, and sprucing up of the paint and building of a stage in the restaurant room. But it was in almost moving condition, has several banquet rooms we can use for, and are planning to use for children's ministry, for CR groups on Monday evening. There's rooms for nursery and for small group rooms. So there were a lot of usable spaces as is. They just needed to be brushed up and to be suited for ministry. And it was a rather smooth process.
Both of you have been involved in ministry here in Indiana County for a number of years, and have seen the spiritual life of the community and where it stands. And you don't want to compare this community with that community because there's no real need for that and no real purpose in it. But talk about the spiritual life that you have both encountered here in Indiana County and how you hope to make a footprint there.
Jackie?
The exciting thing is when you bring people together, human beings as such are not perfect, but we strive to do what is good for the community. And we do have such a close-knit community here and people that care about each other and really want to, affect a change. And that's what we're seeing as we're bringing some vision, and ideas and just a heart together of what that could look like here in our community.
Mm-hmm.
So the census statistics that we can find say that there's 67%, it's like 67.5% of Indiana County don't associate with any church at all. And that's pretty common across various counties in Pennsylvania, so that's nothing out of the ordinary. But that tells me that 6 people out of 10 aren't going to church anywhere. They don't have a connection anywhere. And so our desire is to impact that segment, the people who don't have a church home. While we welcome everybody, we are looking for ways to connect with the people who don't have a connection to a church anywhere and to welcome them in and to be able to introduce them to Jesus. I think the field is vast. There's a lot of opportunities to do that, and we're really looking forward to partnering with groups within the community to meet physical needs here in the community as well.
Yeah, it's kind of interesting to me. You look at the analyses of the various reasons people don't have a faith life at all.
Right.
And they're infinite. The number of reasons why people really don't feel a need to pursue any sort of spiritual connection.
Correct. Yeah.
But as infinite as they are, even more infinite to the exponentially are the reasons to pursue spirituality.
Yeah.
And we need to find ways to reach out to people that will be meaningful to them and have a real practical impact. I think practicality is one of the real barriers for people having a faith life.
Right. I think, how does it impact my life and how does it make a difference in my life is what the questions we need to be answering for people. I think it was St. Augustine, one of the church fathers centuries ago, that said, our hearts are restless until they find their rest in thee, which being God. And I think we look around and we see a lot of ways that people are trying to fill the God-shaped hole in their heart. They're trying to find happiness. They're trying to find fulfillment in a lot of places that aren't going to end them where they desire to be. And so it's a matter, I think, of connecting them. It's relational. It's a matter of showing people that you care and that you are present in their lives and in the community. And as relationships are built, then the spiritual aspects of things can begin to progress as well.
Pastors Dave Henderson, Jackie Greene with us this morning here on Indiana in the Morning. When you are basically a startup, as you are, it takes a number of people who are willing to step forward and to make it happen.
Correct.
How is this church structured in order to affect that?
Right. So it's been a really organic thing that's been taking place, and we've been blessed. We have anywhere from 115 to 130 people and 30-plus kids that are with us each week. God's really doing a new thing, and He's really doing a great work here, and He's raised up people who are in different areas of skill sets that we need, and it's really an awesome thing to be moving forward in the same direction and have the gifts and the skill sets of the folks to help us move in that direction. And so he's bringing it together, and it's just been a blessing to be a part of it.
So the big question folks have now is, Big Debut Sunday is coming up this weekend. When are the hours of worship?
We worship at 10 o'clock on Sunday morning, and then at 6 o'clock on Monday night is the Celebrate Recovery worship and the Celebrate Recovery meetings. And, of course, it's open to anyone in the community. We'd love to have you come out and be a part and meet you and just say hello, and we'd welcome you there.
Website, Facebook, you do those?
We are on Facebook. The website is being developed as we speak, and we'll launch this weekend as well, and it will be newlifecommunity.org.
And one of the important aspects of your location is it has its own outside entrance as well.
Correct. Yes, it has an entrance in the back parking lot by the former Kmart entrance. There's an entrance there. You also have an entrance in off the mall. It'll be signed very well. There's banners and lots of things, as well as folks will be. Greeters will be there, too, to point you in the right direction.
Wonderful. Now, Jackie, he did mention that Monday nights are your night now for Celebrate Recovery?
Yes, Monday night at 6 o'clock at the same location there in the Indiana Mall. And while we are a part of New Life Community Church, and it is a Wesleyan church, and I personally have been Wesleyan for about 20 years, Celebrate Recovery is for the community. It is a non-denominational, ministry, so anyone and everyone is welcome to join us.
And while we've had you on in the past to talk about how it is structured for when you meet on,
Yes.
in this case, a Monday night, just really thumbnail for folks exactly what happens with Celebrate Recovery.
Correct. At 6 o'clock, you'll find us worshiping, and we provide a message or a testimony during that period of time, and then we go into small group step studies or open share groups, and those always are men and women separately, and then we end the evening with cafe and a time of fellowship.
Mm-hmm. And you just need to come. You don't need to call.
Amen.
Beautiful, beautiful. Thanks to both of you for coming in to visit with us today.
Thank you for having us on.
Todd.
We appreciate it. It is the New Life Community Church, worshiping out of the former Dingbats location at the Indiana Mall. Got to find a better way to put that, don't we?
Yeah.
Once we become further established, I'm sure that folks will not need that identifier. They'll just know New Life Community Church meeting at the Indiana Mall.
Amen.
Thanks again to both of you.
Thank you, Dan.
And it is Indiana in the Morning, presented as always by First Commonwealth Bank here on WCCS AM 1160 and FM 101.